Ween are a band I discovered around 7 years ago. As a 12-year-old obsessed with meme culture, they had a song that was nearly inescapable.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe.
As much as I love this song, I forgot entirely about them until the 4th of August 2024. A long car drive home from Leeds led me to scour Spotify for something new to listen to. And I stumbled across this album. And everything changed.
Hello, I'm Louis, and you join me in front of this steaming turd to talk about the alternative rock band Ween. They were formed in 1984 in New Hope, Pennsylvania. The founding members of Ween were Mickey Melchiondo and Aaron Freeman. They chose the stage names Dean and Jean Ween. At this point, you might be wondering what Ween means. It means wuss penis. I don't know why they chose this. They make all different kinds of music. It's quite alarming, really. They've done every conceivable genre. Country.
And I'm no dope, but I can't cope. So hit the road and piss up a road. You can't pass up a road.
Metal.
Don't call your mother, don't call your priest, don't call your doctor, call the police.
And whatever the hell this is.
So many people in the neighborhood, so many people in the neighborhood.
There's lots of different styles for you to, horrible phrase, sink your teeth into. Now how the f*** am I getting down from this tree?
Now I'm a man who loves to laugh. I mean, come on. My collection of novelty t-shirts knows no bounds.
Ween started out making music that seemed to be just to amuse themselves. Lo-fi home recordings from the band are now revered by fans as cult classics. Isn't that wacky? Dean and Jean chose a word to describe this type of music. Brown. They define this type of music as wrong in a good way. Not all of Ween's music is brown though. They sure do love some juxtaposition. Here's an example of some not brown music while I wade my way out of this wretched bog.
Freedom of the body, a freedom of the mind, a hoe on South Street.
Hey! I hope you enjoyed that as much as I didn't. You join me here in my favourite pastime, playing with mounds of dirt. Now, that past segment might have been troublesome for people who dislike Ween's music. I know they're not for everyone. I won't get on my high horse and call them boring, disinteresting Philistines. That would be awful. That'd be really terrible. What I will do is invite them to come and take a look in my grievance grotto.
Well, hello. I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Grievance Grotto.
Now, over the years, Ween have received many negative reviews. That's why I've compiled the Book o' Woe. Let's retire to the hearth now and read from it. Over the last 7 years, I've been busily compiling the Book of Woe, a collection of all of the worst Ween reviews, interviews, and memorabilia. They're all from forums, they're all from websites, names have been changed, I've made up the usernames in question. Let us read from the book now. This first review comes from That's What She Said, Rick the Entertainer. I found the normal songs generic and the wacky ones just plain unlistenable. The voice of Jean, who sings on most of the song, took some getting used to. This next one comes from Cracklers Ahoy. I think Beavis and Butthead gave the best review of Ween. They suck. These guys have no future. This one comes from The Loneliest Tickle at 12. Even a saint would find their patience severely tried by this. Some pretty dumb and bullshit country music that doesn't work for me at all. Not that I like country in the slightest, but goddamn. You would think a band as amorphous as Ween, that's not a f***ing word. This next one comes from pluggers_official. I feel unsafe, and no broken glass near my ass calls them normie ass sellouts. Thanks for joining me in the Grievance Grotto. I'm now on a pile of rubble. We reached out to several members of the band for interviews, but alas, they were disinterested, as you can see here.
I think it's very easy for someone to turn their nose up at Ween and see them as a joke band or a novelty act. And I get that. Some of their songs are silly. You've heard some in this very documentary. But what they don't understand is that's the magic of Ween. That's the beauty of it all. Take Ocean Man, for example. That song enthralled me as a child, and as an adult now, I still love it. Isn't that saying something? What in my younger days gave me a bit of a laugh and a joke now brings me a lot of nostalgia. There's a purity to that you don't find in other bands' music. Also, it's not like all their songs are like that. As we've learned earlier, they've got some beautiful, soulful, incredible music. What I'm basically trying to say is, if you do think they're a silly joke band, you just don't f***ing get it.
I'm going to tell you some more stuff about Ween now, because I realise I've been bleating at you in a boring and bothersome fashion for quite a while now. So I'm going to tell you some fun facts. In fact, I'm going to tell you as many as I can in 30 seconds. And if I can't do that, I have to do a task. Here goes. Is this it? Got to eat a sharpener. Right, let's crack on. Alright, here we go. Okay. Fact number one. They have this mascot that's called the Boognish. There's a picture of it. It's like a monster that came to them in a drug-induced dream and tried to convince them to make music. They have a crazy mythology. Alright, fact number two. Guitarist Dean Ween plays guitar on several Queens of the Stone Age songs, but you didn't know that. The songs are like Six Shooter, stuff like that. Alright, number three. Their first concert was at a school talent show where they played a very strange cover of a Jimi Hendrix song. The song was Purple Haze. Number four. Drummer, Cord Coleman Jr. His dad is like a high-ranking police officer in New Jersey. I'm not eating the f***ing sharpener.
We're nearing the end of our documentary today, and I want to end on a positive note, celebrating my favourite things about Ween, which is why I'll present to you my top 5 songs.
Thanks for watching the documentary. It's been an absolute blast. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell you my top 5 favourite songs by Ween. Here we go.
At number 5, we have Roses Are Free, off the album Chocolate and Cheese. I think it's a really beautiful song, really cheers me up when I'm having a bad day. The instrumental bits are amazing. There's that one bit in the middle of that, I'll play a little bit of it, but just, what a beautiful song. Okay. At number 4, we have What Dina Was Talking About, off of the album Chocolate and Cheese, also off the album Chocolate and Cheese. Good album, give it a go. This is a slower one, a nicer one, a more relaxed one. Just 2 instruments, just a guitar, and a synth, and a voice, if you count the voice as an instrument, which you should. Even though I didn't, because I only said 2 there. I think this is a really beautiful one, very moving.
At number 3 we have Birthday Boy. This is the sad one, this is the tearjerker. Not many songs move me as much as this song. It's about a breakup, very sad thing. Over some very distorted guitar. It's not for everyone's ears, but it moves me. At number 2 we have Buckingham Green, off the album The Mollusk. There's a crazy guitar solo in this one, it's really amazing. It's the best guitar solo of all time. I need to stop eating grass. I hope you've enjoyed this documentary about the band Ween. I want you to take one thing away from it. Just because something is silly doesn't inherently make it bad. And that is the key thought to take into number 1. The top track, written for South Park, is Homo Rainbow. Thanks for watching.
Many colors in the homo rainbow. Don't be afraid to let your colors shine. Many colors in the homo rainbow. Show me